Hello everybody, and welcome to part 3 of my Byzantine campaign. The purpose of this part will just be an achievements sweep up, as I feel like there's still a couple
namely
of
Byzywork, 5 simultaneous house members as esteemed governors, not including myself, whilst not being the emperor.
So I aim to do this through inheritance, essentially. I'm just going to execute this scheme against my head of faith to see if I can get a hook on him. And there you go. And at the same time my wife gave birth to a son, but there you go. Above God, I got a strong hook on my head of faith. That's a great start for an achievement sweep up campaign. Going back to the idea of succession, essentially I'm going to give up my throne by voting for another family member, and then I should get what I want when my heir succeeds me. So there you go, my heir, and it's going to be a long time, so I'll do a lot of skipping forward, as I'll just be a good ruler for the Romans until I give it up. And you know, he'll have a good start if I choose to want to play it back and gain the empire back, because I've got anointed consecrated blood with him. Alright, I shall dispatch my marshal to the Levantine coast to quell any dissidents. Expand duchy. Ooh, it's time. Let's have a look. Abydos. Yeah, I think that'll be the perfect place for us to expand the duchy into. Oh, lovely, look at that. And now let's hold a triumph for our recent celebrations. Where shall we have it take place? The Hippodrome or the Hagia Sophia? Hippodrome this time. We are in lieu a few triumphs, to be honest. We completely wiped the Aebids off the face of the map, so if you'd like to see that, I'll put up a link on the screen now where you can watch how we got to where we are to this point in our previous campaigns. As I make my triumphant entrance to the Hippodrome, the natural place for the established power to communicate to the commoners, I intend to communicate one thing only: victory. A never-ending parade of prisoners bound and dressed in rags follow. Most of them are common soldiers, but to a head of the line stands Sheikh Massoud, riding a donkey, to the amusement of the crowd. Right, the distributions of the spoils of war to the people. Triumph conclusion. And with that, the hoi polloi have been appeased yet again. My might and the legitimacy of my power has been reaffirmed. As I move to leave the Hippodrome, the cheers of the people fill the air, echoing of ancient stones that have witnessed the glory of emperors past. I feel the weight of history upon me, the eyes of Constantinople fixed upon their emperor. Today, under the glow of the setting sun, my triumph is not just a celebration, but a testament to the enduring spirit of my empire. Arian Aristoian, I whisper. Long live the glory of Constantinople. And with all that extra stimulation, looks like my dog Romulus has run away. Yes, I called my dog Romulus. So somebody's got to pay for that, and I could think of no one better than some of these new Almohady residents of Tunisia. Let's declare war on them and take it back as Carthage. I'm going to raise the Knights of the First Patriarchate, which is a holy order, and my good old pooch Romulus is back with a bit of gold for me. Good dog. Oh, would you look at that? Our dynasty banner's got a mark of distinction, giving us extra renown and prestige. That's amazing. So our advance party has been struck by the enemy army. Not to worry, this is merely a Pyrrhic victory for them. A gruesome gift. As we enter the Walia of Madinia, a devilish idea crosses my mind. Basically, I get to catapult disease-ridden corpses at the enemy positions. That'll show them. I'm not kidding around. It's obscene. And I am an intrigue-focused character, so whilst this assault is going on and stuff, I'll be blackmailing people in the background. The shining armies of the Romans march again into the lands that our ancestors once held, and the glory for making it happen belongs solely to me. Nowadays, the main settlement of the area is Tunis, but we have not forgotten when the Romans controlled these shores from Carthago, once a lethal enemy, later prosperous city of faith and culture, now an empty husk of its previous greatness. While it might be too late to restore the city to its former glory, the convenient position of the area will certainly prove vital to the restoration of the Roman presence in Africa. A glorious day for all Romans. I've decided to form an alliance with the Georgians because I'm going to help them in their war. The Mongols are invading them, and I've decided that I want to have an allied buffer state of Georgia, a nice strong Georgia in the northeast there to my realm. So I've decided to help them out in this defensive war and fight the Mongols off. So I know what you're thinking. Isn't deliberately going to war against the Mongols social suicide? Well, we have a secret weapon, and that's thematic armies. I'm just going to call on all of these, just absolute tons of them, and we're just going to do a massive sweep from west to east with all these units, invading Mongol territory till they just back off. Okay, so now it's saying we're up to 64,000 units, or over that amount. We're going to raise them here on the easternmost edge of our territories. An important aspect of the administrative government is upgrading your domicile. Ooh, let's build a majestic courtyard. So here we have our men traversing the mountains before the campaigning season even starts, as these are still friendly territories. Victim of the wild. One of my kin has died. He was also the governor of Cephalonia. He was really young. He was exactly what we needed to stay in power to get the Byzywork achievement. So it is important for us to keep it in the family and grant it to another family member. I like to go by age, because it can go straight to people that are eligible. Here's one. We have a matrilineal marriage here, so it'll stay within the family once she gives birth to more of our Palaiologos kin. Okay, meanwhile the Mongols have invaded the Georgian territories, so we're going to strike them over here in the south. Oh, here's a chance to pass absolute autocracy law, which will give me even more income and control over this realm. Okay, it's time to march north into Georgia. See what we can do to help them out. Well, our first battle has ended in defeat, unfortunately.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
We have gained an intrigue lifestyle perk. This one is swift execution, makes our murder schemes more powerful. So now that we've lost that battle, you know what that means. I'm just gonna do it again. I'll do it again. I'm just gonna call them more thematic armies. Look at these all from all across the empire. I'll raise them here in the south again and send in a second wave toward Mosul. Alright, we have another Dynasty legacy available. This time we shall pick Studious Youth. Gives our Dynasty children better education traits all round. So if we were going to spring back and regain the emperorship, it would be a lot easier for us. So what keeps happening throughout this campaign, and what you might find happen in yours, is the most powerful members of my family keep becoming the new heirs. So it's just important to slander them and influence the candidacy best you can to knock them off the top spot, like so. Influence the candidacy. I mean, it's just a game of maintaining that until I die. For those who missed it, the kingdom here in the south is a Catholic realm. In the previous 2 episodes we nurtured the queen here to become a powerful ruler, and it's a nice buffer state as well here in the south. It's been very useful for us in our campaigns against the Ayyubids previously. We're going to continue ravaging this area as it's just an open goal. And progress is going well. Now we're moving in towards Zagros Mountains and the Persian Plateau. Look at that. We have a front open all the way from like Erbil in the north. It's like Samara in the south. Okay, but the Mongols are really running rampage in the Georgian kingdom now. I might have to go up and help them soon. Oh, and there's a plague over in Aleppo. That's not good. Alright, I think it's about time I start filtering in units towards the north and just helping take back enemy occupied positions. Here's a unit, another unit that I can send up toward the north here. Alright, another intrigue perk. Let's go for done the job right, which will give us even more success chance for murder schemes.
Six months later.
As you can see, we've made huge headway into Persia, what was formerly Persia. And then in the north we have units relieving the Georgian occupied areas in the east of the country. Okay, our small dispersed units are moving swiftly and making headway, which is good, whilst the enemy armies in Greater Armenia. This southernmost unit can just keep on pillaging and bringing us back the gold. Alright, I don't know if the Mongols know it yet, but they're pretty much surrounded. Their entire army is anyway. And soon we managed to take back the Georgian capital here, Tbilisi. And now all that's left is really to engage with the enemy forces. So they are making moves to engage my left flank. It's out of position, so I'm going to move it back. A bit too late, it's going to get hit. Invalidation. So we managed to hold out long enough for the war to be invalidated. Oh, and now that led to the collapse of the Great Khan. Excellent. Look at that. No more Mongol menace to deal with. That's brilliant. I managed to save the Georgian kingdom. Even though it wasn't an outright victory, it's still a victory by default. And I'll take it. I'm happy with that. Alright, I get another intrigue perk. This time I'll pick up twice schemed, which means I can have 2 murder schemes on at the same time. I'm going to form a powerful alliance with the kingdom of Vladimir, with Queen Agrippa, and we'll get the trait comely into our dynasty, hopefully. And then I'm going to arrange another marriage with my heir and the Catholic kingdom of Mesopotamia. And we'll have a powerful network of alliances then. So that's Alliance 1 and Alliance 2 with Vladimir. This is the diplomatic overlay. It shows my alliance network, both interior and exterior of my realm. My eastern flank is secured with the Rus, the Georgians and the Mesopotamian Catholics. And then we have some interior alliances spread across our African possessions, as well as Bulgaria. Hungary is now an Orthodox state. It would be great if we got them onto our Commonwealth/Alliance network. They'll certainly be one to watch, as they'll be a useful bulwark to join our Rus alliance together, and to probably conquest Italy and remake the Roman Empire eventually. If anyone is actually interested in an episode like that, just feel free to comment down below, and if there's enough demand, I'll consider doing it. One of the Ayyubid war leaders has died, which is fantastic. However, there has been a new religious head established of the Sunni Caliphate, so they might grow and target us again. Yeah, so it's under a totally new dynasty, so I'll appease them, see if that helps, because the Ayyubids are out. Next, I'm going to continue upgrading my estate. I can add I can start a book collection, which will help with learning lifestyle. Hopefully I can create a library or something. But then, my spy master found out that someone's plotting to kill me. And I've gained a level of fame, that's pretty good. Let's build new buildings in my capital, like this, a judicial department. An extended department for judicial matters is a necessity in a large and growing city. An army of officials, clerks and judges work effortlessly to enforce law and order. Let's do it. Helps with influence as well. Oh, and an artifact I've been commissioning is ready, so let's just put it on display. It'll give me so much more renown and piety, which is fantastic. Okay, so the Mongols are making a weird comeback here. Someone else can be inspired to build me something new. Let's do that. Let's just sponsor them. Okay, I can upgrade my book collection into a library already. So let's do that. It helps with my physician's aptitude as well. So now I'm going to go around all my holdings and upgrade all the buildings that I can. As you can see, I hold everything around the coast of the Sea of Marmara. Okay, I get to finish the schema tree now. Gives me a +5 intrigue. That's amazing. I think I've got everything I need out of the intrigue tree. I'm going to switch to the domain focus now. An alliance formed with Venice. Oh, I'm going to put in a graft on for them. Hopefully they can rejoin my empire. Oh, my library's completed already. And I can either have an observatory or a tutor's office. It's going to have to be the observatory, I think. I'm going to see the stars. It's going to be incredible. That's amazing. In other news, my spy master has claimed that she knows who's plotting against me finally. I'm also in the market for a new charioteer. I'm going to pick up Lambert, I think, because his aptitude is the best. And a call to war, another defense against the Mongols, this time from my allies in Mesopotamia. Oh wait, it's an offensive war. Oh, we don't really need to concern ourselves too much about that then. Okay, we have inherited more land, this time over in Italy, as well as a region over here in Macedonia. So these are going to be two examples where we're going to be working towards the Byzywork achievement by granting away these governorships, Ohrid and Rossano, respectively. So that's 2 more governors to add to the list. We'll have this achievement done, no problem, twofold. We've got about 10 family members as governors now. All we need to do now is kind of kick the bucket. Once my own heir becomes of age, so I can grant him a governorship, of course. Another conspirator has been located. This is good, let the traitor be known to all. Here's a chance to influence my son and heir to be calm. Being calm is a really useful trait on this game. Alright, success. That's my boy. And my observatory's been built. I can upgrade it further as well. Let's do that. Alright, I'll dispatch a token force into the region just to keep my influence up in the area and my honour, of course. But 'tis truly a sorry state of affair for the Mongol Empire, as our allies are invading them for territory now.
Say the line!
I'm going to conquer the universe.
Yeah!
So another thing that plays into the hands of a high intrigue character, such as myself, is getting hooks or fabricating hooks on your vassals, because you can use those hooks to influence the candidacy and vote for whoever you want them to vote for. In my domicile, I'm going to pick to renovate it with a wine room. It'll give me the wine selection activity option. That sounds fun. I have a stewardship perk. Now I'm going to get cutting cornerstones, as it decreases the cost and time for building buildings in my various holdings. The sermon. Okay, this is a big moment in my son and heir's life. You get to pick his next perk. Ordinarily I'd go for ambitious, but let's have a bit of fun and go for sadistic this time. Alright, one place that I've been eyeing up is the Kingdom of Sicily. We've actually got claimants of Sicily in our court, so we're going to declare war and snap it up, because it's an easy win. Our army's assembly point will be on the island of Sicily. Time to command the men. This unit will be sent north as well. 43,000 strong, and we'll just wipe the floor with them just with that unit alone. We'll send another unit up here toward. Meanwhile, in the south, I'm going to make another one of my kingsmen more powerful and turn him into an actual theme instead of just a lowly whatever governorship it was. So now it's the theme of Shamar, because remember, you need 5 themes or governors excluding yourself to gain the achievement. But here, for some reason, it looks like we've inherited some kind of war, so it looks like we're just going to have to win it. Okay, it's time to get a grip of this army. Let's see what this is all for. It's an offensive war, and you know what, we're going to go for it. Let's put a new commander in charge and go for the capital city. We've already captured it, we might as well not let them recapture it. Oh, we've taken our eyes off the prize in Italy and we've lost a battle. Quite a big defeat. We lost 2,000 men there. Time to redraw the line a little bit. Okay, we've pursued and captured a far smaller enemy force, and it's actually led by the enemy queen, the war leader. Oh, look at that, Bari reconquered. That's another one of those Roman conquests done and in the bag. Look at that. 2 great victories on 2 different continents simultaneously. Truly deserving of the great, just like Theodosius or Constantine or Augustus. Meanwhile, I'll upgrade my wine cellar in my estate. Alright, the despot of Crete has died. He was Palaiologos. But that's okay, the heir is also Palaiologos, so we're all good. I have the Dark Insights perk, which means when I torture people, I gain more skills. So I'm just going to torture some of these prisoners. Here you go, Dark Insights. Brilliant news, my son Alexios has come of age. He's also the King Regent of Iraq, or Mesopotamia. So we're going to offer him a governorship. This is a key part of the achievement stipulation. now that my son is the governor, there's nothing left for me to do other than attempt suicide and finish this. So here we go, and I have died. And that means I gain the achievement Byzywork. Isn't that the most anticlimactic ending to Alexios the Great? In fact, to any ending on Crusader Kings. So self-deprecating, unfortunately. And we're in a terrible position compared to what we should have been. This randomer on the throne. He won't last really. We could get the throne back easily. There we have it. Byzywork. So I do hope you enjoyed that terrible disappointment of an ending. Do like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks. See you next time.